Hi, sir. How are you?
Well, how are you?
I'm doing well.
Okay.
Are you supervisor with the Sheriff's Department,
Yes,
sir?
sir. I'm Captain Marcus May.
Captain.
Marcus May?
Hi, my name is Sean. I'm an independent journalist. I'm just taking some pictures and video of the publicly accessible areas, not in any courtrooms or jury rooms or anything of that nature. Your deputy over here came up to me and said that everybody has a right to privacy in public, and that they showed me the order, and I told them I believe that order to be unconstitutional. And I was just waiting to hear from the supervisor to see if you were going to enforce that order or not, because I have a First Amendment right to film in public in publicly accessible areas and just gather content. I'm not trying to escalate the situation in any way. I'm actually de-escalating. That's why I waited here for you. I wanted to give you the respect and say, hey, let's de-escalate it. It doesn't need to be escalated any more than it already was. I wanted to get the clear picture on what was allowed in the courtroom, because I know my rights. This is what I did. Same way you took an oath to uphold the Constitution. I didn't take an oath, but my job is to exercise my rights and flex those rights so that way people around the country can see, okay, this is what we can and cannot do. This is our rights. We have to stand up for our rights. And then as law enforcement officers, it's your job to uphold the Constitution and defend our rights. And that's my only purpose here.
Okay, so here's, I appreciate you speaking to me in the manner you're speaking, and it always has.
Sure, I understand.
So again, my name is Marcus May. I'm a captain here at the Sheriff's Office, okay? I've consulted the District Attorney's Office, and I'm all for protecting your constitutional rights.
I appreciate that.
There is a court order that forbids the use of video equipment, taking any videos inside the courtroom.
Correct.
And there is also a state statute that forbids entering a public building with the intent to disrupt a government business. And I say that we have a judge that's already spoken with this, and she probably disrupted part of her proceedings when he was upstairs filming some juveniles that were waiting to be seen in court. And
oh no, somebody actually came up to me and yeah, sure.
And when I spoke to the clerk's office, they were in there trying to conduct business. You were in there filming, which disrupted their business. And that's in violation of the state statute, and I give you the statute if you like.
Yeah.
Would you like the statute?
I mean,
what the statute is? So
yeah,
you
just.
look it up for education purposes?
I mean, I would like to see the statute of disturbing the process, because that's not, just like you said, you have to intend to do that. That's not my intent at all, and I think that's made clear by the way I'm acting here today and the way I'm talking to everyone that I'm coming in contact with.
But the fact that do you have a copy of that? Would you like a copy of the court order?
Sure. Yeah, I'll take that. Thank you.
So, now that you've been educated on the court order forbidding the videoing inside a courtroom, and you're at this point refusing to comply with the order, that would show intent that you are disrupting services.
Well, no, I'm not in a courtroom, sir.
It's in the courthouse.
Okay.
Order specific, and you can read it. I'll wait for you to read it.
No. I've read that one.
So, now that you've been educated that the order has been issued by the district judge, that videoing is forbidden inside a courthouse, and now that you've been educated in refusing to comply with the order, that would show intent that you're meaning to disrupt services, just as you are now. So,
I'm disrupting services right now, currently.
Absolutely. You've already disrupted the courtroom per the judge. You've already
per the judge, I've disrupted the courtroom.
Her proceedings, yes. There were juveniles waiting to be seen in her court, and you were up there videoing juveniles, according to Judge Mueller.
According to what was the judge's
Judge
name? Mueller.
Yes, sir. I spoke with the court clerk's office. They said you disrupted their business by filming their customers inside there. You've been educated on the order. If you refuse to comply with the order, that's going to show intent in violation of the statute. So I would like to ask you to please, you can stay in the courthouse if you'd like. You just can't video, okay? It's a public building. You have just as much right to be here as anybody else. But if you continue to video, it's going to show intent to not comply with the order, and we're going to have to, if you don't leave, you'll probably be placed under arrest for violation of the order.
Violation of the court order?
And the state statute that is it forbids you to enter a building with the intent to disrupt, which now that you're educated and you're choosing not to comply, that's going to show intent.
Yeah.
Because you're making intent to disrupt the business.
Okay, so
I would like for you to leave.
Yeah.
And you don't have to identify with me if you don't want to. Use me as Sean.
Yeah, I just told you my name's Sean.
Sean. And if you'd like to leave.
And like I said, I appreciate you handling it the way you're handling it. I will just say that I do have a constitutional right to record in public. I am not disturbing anything whatsoever. Again, there has to be intent, and my actions are not disturbing anything. I'm not raising my voice. I'm not using vulgar language. I'm not getting in the way of people getting services here. So I strongly disagree with that. So at this point, though, all I need for you, all I need from you at this point is to, as a captain and supervisor of the Sheriff's Department here, are you going to arrest me if I continue to record and exercise my constitutional rights
If you continue to record inside the courthouse
and exercise my rights.
and exercise your
Yep.
way you consider your rights to do so, which are in violation of the order, you will be placed under arrest.
I'm sorry, can you say that
You
again?
will be placed under arrest.
Okay, that's all I needed. I just needed standing. Now I can take it to the proper channels and hold everyone involved accountable.
Would you like to know the statute which you would be arrested for? I can
Oh, it's not really necessary because I'm not in violation of that statute
How
whatsoever.
do you know if you haven't read the statute?
Because it would require intent, and I know only I know my intent. Correct?
The intent is shown once you've been educated. We're giving you an opportunity to leave and comply with the order. Choosing not to do so, it's
No, well, I'm going to leave, so there's no need for I'm going to leave, but I just needed to have that in court. You need what's called standing in court to file a civil rights lawsuit and to hold people accountable and maybe get an order
There's
changed.
nothing to do with civil rights.
Yes, this has 100% to do with.
Transition to a criminal matter of violation of state statute.
No. This
We
will.
don't-
This is gonna. No. And that's why under threat of arrest, I'm going to leave the building. But what I'm saying is, it is going to. I promise you, it will turn into a civil rights problem for your department, the courthouse, the district attorney, whoever it is, because I will hold everybody involved accountable. Who's it? What's the name of the district attorney?
Adam Panter.
Adam Panter. And can I get your name and badge number, sir?
One,
Yes, please.
Deputy Blessing, badge number 15.
And your name and badge number, sir?
Lieutenant Scott Hawkins, badge number 9.
Scott Hawkins. Your name and badge number?
Stuart Haight.
Stuart Haight.
Yeah, badge number 8.
Oh, badge number 8. Okay.
Eight's my badge.
And you have my name, Marcus.
I read. Yep.
My badge number's 8.
Okay, great. Thank you. You guys, politely or not, you violated my rights here today, so, I mean, we'll just let a court decide, and not this court, which is obviously biased, okay? Have a great day.
Thank you, sir.